What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, guys. Oh, man. Let's have a good time with this one tonight, guys. I know you have struggle streaming already, guys. Just bear with me real quick. Let me pause that real quick. Hit the mute button. All right, guys. Man, another one. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. We had a great time last night. Last night's topic. Hey, guys, had some fun with that one. Let's see what we can do with this topic tonight. I'm already getting messages from you guys. You guys are hitting me up on my Instagram, hit me up on my text messages. Looks like some of you guys are already in the comments. Here we go. Like I said, struggle streaming already, guys. Hold on, let me. Looks like some of you guys are already in the comments. Just mute that real quick before we get into this topic for tonight. But guys, as always, make sure you hit the like button on your way in, and also just hop into the chat. Let me see who is joining in with us tonight, and just give me a one. Just want to make sure that you can hear me okay, see me okay, make sure everything looks good, sounds good. So just hit me in the one with a one in the chat if everything is working all right for tonight, guys, and we will go ahead and get into it. And as always, we will get into the topic for the evening, of course. Give a few shout outs to the money team, the guys that have been supporting the channel. Man, and I mean, how did you guys like that? How would you fish it? Yeah, guys, it seems like you guys are kind of liking that. So maybe I'll pull up a little something and we can do another segment of how would you fish it again. Seems like that's going pretty good for you. All right, I see you guys are piling in here tonight. So we have, let's see, we have Bill. What is going on, Bill? Appreciate you stepping into the live stream, giving me the one, letting me know that everything is sounding good, looks good. We have Thomas checking in. He's second in that motion. All right, and we have DP. What is going on? Got Darren Pearson stepping back into the live stream. And we have Cody. What is going on? Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. So, I mean, you guys saw that thumbnail. I think some of you guys might be kind of surprised at what I have found out, guys. Randy just might be right. What do you think about that, guys? Could he be right? So we're going to get into a few things and, just have an open discussion about this, kind of hear what I have to say. And then, of course, I want to get some feedback from you guys. So I want you to get active in the comments as always. And as I can see, you guys are definitely getting active in the comments. Let me go ahead and give a few shout outs. And we have Cody. Cody stepped in a little early, guys. He couldn't wait. He was like, oh, man, I can't wait for this one. That's right. Randy is an awesome dude, super intelligent as well, not just in bass fishing either. All right, there we go, guys. That is right. I mean, he has a great YouTube channel putting out some great information. Really, really appreciate you stopping in, Cody. So, hey, I want you guys to stay active in the comments because, like I said, I want to hear everybody's opinion on this topic. And, I mean, just have a little bit of fun with it too, guys. So let's see what we can do for tonight. All right, we have Dustin checking in, best podcast in town. Well, oh, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I mean, I'm trying to do a little something out here, bring some entertainment and some fun with it, and also a little bit of educational value slipped in there on you. All right. Then we have Cajun Rob. What is going on? Cajun Rob stepping back in. All right. Cajun Rob hit me with the one. Let me know everything is looking good, sounding good. All right, guys. So basically, like I said, there's a few clips that I want to pull up. You know how I do, guys. I pull up a few clips, play a little bit of it, give you my feedback on it. And of course, I want to see what you're saying in the comments. So I'll pull up a little some of that information up. And also I will drop the link, guys. So if anybody wants to come up and kind of voice their opinion on the topic, of course, I'll bring you up and we can chit chat a little bit and see what type of differences of opinion, or hey, we may have some similar opinions on the topic. So we'll kind of get into that a little bit too. Just let me see who else we have. Guys, we have Terry Kennedy checking in. Sounds good. He hit me with the one. Appreciate you stopping in and checking out the live stream. I already shouted out Bill Thomas. We have Darren Pearson. And look who we have coming back again, guys. We have Byron Jeffries checking in from Greenville, South Carolina. What has Randy said today? Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, he's out there doing his thing. He's putting in work, guys. He's always saying something. He's putting out about 4 videos a day. So he's out there putting in work, guys. All right, what is going on Cody, we have Dustin, Cajun Rob. Uh-oh, he has those eyes looking like what is going on around here. All right, then Jason Hayes. What is going on, Jason? Appreciate you stopping in. All right, oh, come on, see life. Come on, man. Everybody, may have a little differences of opinions on some things, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, guys. And like I said, I'm interested in seeing what your opinions are on this topic. So as you saw, the title says Randy is right, and guess who is mad? Exposing the truth. So who do you guys think is going to be mad? Because it may not be who you think it is. It could just be you. What if you found out that the line of thinking and everything that you have been thinking is actually wrong, and now it has been flipped upside down by some information that you find out? Are you going to stick with the path that you're on, or are you going to say, okay, I can kind of see that and kind of veer off on another path and kind of change your mind a little bit on ways you're thinking? I'm just looking in the comments, guys. I see you guys are getting active down in the comments, having a good time in there. And guys, also remember the live streams in the comment section. You never know who is going to join in. On this channel, we talk a lot about fishing, of course. We talk about tournament fishing. We talk about our electronics. We talk about shallow water fishing, deep water fishing. So it's a kind of a mixture of guys in here, guys that are running Humminbird, Garmin, Lowrance, tournament fishermen, fun fishermen. We also have some crappy fishermen that check into the live stream too, guys. So we have a mixture of people in here. So if you have any questions or comments or anything like that with the type of system that you have or anything as far as lakes that you're fishing, always feel free to drop that information down in the comments, because there are guys that are, connecting through these live streams that actually fish the same lakes, live in the same areas, may even be competing against each other in the same tournaments. So when you get down there, you may find your next fishing buddy down there. You guys may be able to team up and hit some tournaments together. So definitely get active in the comment section, and always read the descriptions, guys. I always drop some good information in there. Anytime that I find some products that I think will be valuable for you guys, I drop the links in the description for those. And anytime there are any discounts, I also include that in there also. Just trying to do some things to help you guys out. And we are still growing. We are growing fast, guys. We hit 5,000 subscribers last week. 5,000 subscribers. Now we're over 5,100. We're rolling, guys. We're moving. So I appreciate all of the support that everybody is bringing to the channel. And for the guys that have joined the money team, got to give a big shout out to you guys. Really, really appreciate the support of the channel. And basically anyone that you see in the chat that has a badge next to their name, they'll basically have a MoneyBass badge right next to their name. Those are the members of the money team. And if you want to find out some more information about that, just click the join button right below the video. It'll pull up some information, just let you know the perks that we have going on for that. And basically you'll get special shout outs during the live streams, things like that. And it's basically just a way to support the channel. And also the other thing, guys, the merch is now out and it is available. And actually, let me just go ahead and double check on that, because a lot of you guys have been asking about the hats, the hoodies, t-shirts, things like that. So I did get that set up for you guys. And a few of you guys have been, doing your thing, clicking on that and buying that. So I really appreciate that also. All right, so let's jump back into the comments real quick. And I was just giving a few minutes to kind of let some guys kind of trickle into the live stream, because I know some guys just show up a little late, you know what I mean? So I didn't want them to miss the juice, miss the good part, the start of the live stream. So then that way, you won't join in and then kind of say, where are we at? What is going on? Why is this crazy talk going on? What is he talking about? All right, guys. So let's see. Who else do we have checking into the live stream? All right. So I want to give a shout out to Sea Life. I see Sea Life is in the comments. So I think Sea Life is going to be out here saying some things. What's going on with that, Sea Life? All right. Then we have Red Boat. Red Boat says from Houston checking in. All right. All right. We have Deshaun Peck coming back, longtime supporter of the channel. Make sure you guys check out his channel. He has a YouTube channel where he fishes tournaments. He goes over reviews of products. He's running Humminbird electronics on his system. So if anybody out there is running the same, you can check that out. And, he has some good information out there in his videos. And we have Cajun Rob says, adapt or overcome. Ooh, okay. Adapt or overcome. All right. We have Vernon Neal checking back in.
Yes, sir.
My man, I'm tuning in. All right. Really, really appreciate that. All right, let me see, guys. Let me see who else we have checking in. And let me get something queued up real quick for you guys. Hold on just a second. All right, here we go. All right, got everything set up for you guys. All right, so let's have some fun with this one, guys. Let's have some fun with it. Just want to see what you guys think about this. So basically, is he right? Or, I mean, actually, the title is Randy is right. But I know some of you guys are still kind of skeptical. So let's go ahead and get into this. And yeah, let's just see. Let's just see. All right, guys. So basically, if you guys were here for the live stream last night, we had a great time with that one. That was going over the tournament that I participated in this past Saturday. It was put on by the Hook Setters Bass Club. Great tournament, a benefit tournament for needy children, just to gather up some toys and things like that, and take donations and everything. So that live stream last night, we had a good time with that, guys. And I was just thinking, whenever I was out there, I showed you guys the clip whenever I was out on the lake on Saturday. And I mean, I'm out there fishing and everything. I mean, we all get out there, we enjoy it in our own special way. So some of us go out shallow, some of us go out deep. And as I was watching the sunset, I mean, I was just really enjoying the moment, guys. I mean, I caught a few fish, had a good time out there. And sometimes it just feels good just to cruise around the lake or just sit in your boat and just kind of soak in that scenery and everything. But as I looked across the lake, it just reminded me of seeing that sunset. And you know how when you're out at the ocean, say you're on a vacation or something like that, and you look across and you see that sunset. I mean, it's just a beautiful sight, guys, real nice and relaxing. As that sun goes down past that horizon, where is it going? And it got me kind of thinking about a debate that I heard some people talking about, which at the time sounded pretty crazy to me. It was some people debating whether the earth was flat or whether the earth was round. I mean, hey guys, I'm out on the lake. I'm relaxing. I'm just enjoying myself. So some different kind of thoughts run through my head. I mean, I know you guys have been out there enjoying the same thing where you just have random thoughts. And it kind of reminded me of how this topic is kind of something that has people divided. I mean, I actually went online and I found some people where there's a lot of them. There's actually a lot of people that believe that the earth is flat. Are they right or are they wrong? There's people that believe the earth is round. Are they right or are they wrong? I mean, what do you think, guys? And like I said, I want you guys to get active in the comment section because we're gonna get into it, guys. We want to have some fun with this one. So, guys in the chat, if you believe the earth is round, put round in the chat. I just want to get an idea because you may be surprised. Are there some people in the chat that believe the earth is flat? If you think the earth is flat, put flat in the chat. And I mean, like I said, I want to see, guys. Now, listen. I know this sounds like it may be off topic, but we are bass fishermen. We just have differences of opinions of some things. So this may be one of them. I mean, who's thinking that somebody is going to put round in the chat? I know you're thinking that. And some of you guys are thinking that nobody is going to put flat, but you may be surprised at the differences of opinions that are out there. All right, so we have a few people hopping in. Come on, guys. Don't be scared to put that out there. I mean, hey, if you believe what you believe, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I want to see what people have to say. And then, I mean, we're going to tie all this in together and kind of get into it. And then I just want to see if maybe by the end of this conversation, some people may whatever. I mean, okay, guys. So, I mean, if you believe the world is round, maybe by the end of this, by the end of this live stream, maybe you'll say, hey, well, you know what? Maybe I have to second guess that. Maybe my thoughts and everything has been flipped upside down. So I see a few guys trickling in. Come on, guys. I see a few rounds coming in here. I know there's somebody out there that wants to put flat in the chat, but just isn't putting it in there. Come on, guys. Come on. Let me see. Let me start going through here real quick, guys, and see what we're talking about in the chat today. All right. Then we have Darren Pearson. So let me go ahead. I see a few more comments coming in. I know Chicken Hawk ain't gonna miss this. Man, I don't know what's going on with Chicken Hawk. Let me just send him a quick message. Let me just ask and see if he's gonna be checking in tonight, guys. I don't know. I think Chicken Hawk might be in hiding for a little while, guys. Hold on just a second. All right, here we go, guys. All right, there we go. So I'll check on Chicken Hawk for you guys and see what he says. All right, so we have my opinion is back again. He says Randy probably thinks the Earth is square. Ah, come on, man, come on, not the square Earth. Now, see, I haven't heard that one before. All right, so we're looking in here. I just want to see. Oh, so I mean, is that a vote for square? Because the options were round or flat. So do we have a vote for square? I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's see what my opinion has to say. All right, so Delta Bass, what is going on? He says round all day. Terry Kennedy says round. Vernon Neal says round. All right, guys, come on. Where's the flat guys at? All right, we have Darren Pearson says round. There are too many satellites out there to show different. Hey, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of an interesting thing right there. The satellites are confirming that. All right, so let's see. Dustin Rice says round and flat. Oh my goodness. Come on, Dustin. What does that mean? I mean, is it shaped like I don't know how could it be round and flat? All right. So that's a new one right there. My opinion says round and more round. All right. All right. And we have Chris Smith says, I kind of believe it is flat.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, guys. See, I told you. Now, Chris, are you being serious or are you playing? Are you joking? Come on, Chris. Let me know. I want to see what else Chris has to say. See if he comes back in. So Chris says, I kind of believe it is flat. Now, some of you guys may think Chris is joking. I'm wanting to see if he really thinks it is flat. So we're going to get into this, guys. And like I said, don't go anywhere. We're going to tie all this stuff together. I think this is going to be a good one, guys. All right. So Delta Bass says it is people don't believe we went into space. Right. So there are some people who think we didn't actually go in space and have not been there yet. All right. We have Deshaun Peck says round. Cody says it's round. You can see it from space. He's laughing at that one. And you can see the horizon curve in the ocean. Man, I was looking out across that ocean. I don't know if I could see. I don't know if I could see that round edge on there. You know, I wasn't sure. All right, so we have, let's see. Sea Life says Randy probably thinks the Earth is flat. Come on, man, come on. What do you think, Sea Life? Let's see what you think. All right, let me see. We have a new person checking in. This is WP Gordon says round as a cue ball. All right. All right. So Christmas says you can't believe what NASA is telling us. All right, guys. See, I told you. All right, Chris, I'm glad you stepped in because I know they didn't believe it. I know there were some people out there that just was not going to believe it. And guess what else Chris says? He says, I am dead serious. He says he's dead serious, guys. So just think about that. Just because you're thinking one thing, there's somebody else that's thinking another thing. And how do you know that person is not right? So, kind of interesting, isn't it? All right. So we have Cody says, why do you think that, Chris? All right, Chris, you're starting you have some people thinking like, what would make him say that? All right. Then we have Joseph.
Yes, sir.
We have a member of the money team checking in, guys. All right. This is Joseph. He says, out on the road, we'll jump in if we get home and you're still on. All right. So Joseph is a member of the money team, guys. He is a strong supporter of the channel. Basically, the money team are the members of the channel. If you're interested in becoming a member or just finding out more information about it, just click that join button below. And then it would just give you some basic information about it, the perks that come along with it. And as you can see, Joseph does have that badge right next to his name, showing that he is not only a subscriber, but he is a member of the money team on the channel. All right. So really appreciate you stepping in, Joseph, strong member of the channel. All right. We have Make It Happen. He says we definitely didn't walk on the moon. Guys. I told you. So we have somebody else stepping in. All right. Make It Happen says we did not step on the moon. All right. Chris says, let me see. Don't believe. Let me see. I guess I miswrote that, but he says, don't believe we ever walked on the moon. Okay. So we have Make It Happen. We have Chris in the chat. All right. And now let's see what Sunrise Showdown has to say. What's up, MoneyBass? You see pictures of the moon being round and the earth being round. Let me see. If it was flat, don't you think someone would have seen the edge and turn around? All right. If you're driving and the next thing you know, you see the Grand Canyon or something about 15 feet away or something, you're going to hit a U-turn and turn around. You don't want to fall off the edge. So, I mean, people have their different thoughts on this. So like I said, guys, it's some differences of opinions that are happening.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have Jason Hayes says round. And we have Texas Snoop 2010 says happy Wednesday. All right, MoneyBass. All right, really appreciate that. All right, guys. So now that's just kind of the intro to let you know that there are some people, as strongly as you feel about one thing, some people think this earth is round. There are some people out here. And what did Chris say? Let me just pull Chris's message back up again. Chris says, I am dead serious that the earth is flat. All right, guys. So I just wanted to check into this a little bit more because I was like, man, these differences of opinions, people are kind of strong about this. So I'm going to pull up this clip and I want you guys to take a look at this. And as we kind of get into this, is it a debate, discussion, however you want to call it? As we get into this, I kind of want you to refer back to some of these strong suggestions of what you are hearing some of these guys talking about. All right, so let me just pull this up real quick, add this to the stream. All right, so here we go. Let me just drop this down real quick. Get this queued up. And let me see. Hold on one second. Oh, you guys are moving. You guys are moving in the chat. Let me just try to get through a few more of these real quick. And so I don't get too far behind with you guys. All right, so let's see. Where were we at? Cue ball. All right, hold on one second, guys. 1 second. All right, here we go. I think I have caught up. All right, so Sunrise Showdown says, look at the sun without photography. It is still round. All right. My opinion says, I listened to a guy tell me that all presidents have a double and a big list of how many presidents that are supposed to be alive today that are not alive. Okay. All right. Then let me see. Did I skip some? Let me see. Hold on just a second, guys. Let me make sure I didn't leave anybody out. We definitely didn't. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make It Happen says we definitely didn't walk on the moon. Okay. So I'm caught up, guys. All right. 2 more messages real quick. All right. So Chris says, Sunrise Showdown. Do you actually believe the pictures? Yeah. Do you believe those pictures? And at Chris, look at the sun with your own eyes. All right. There we go. All right, guys. All right. We have one more. Delta Bass hopping in here says, they say the sun. Let me see. They say fishing in the sun without a hat cause conspiracy theories. I don't know what that would mean, Delta Bass, but fishing without a hat, I don't know. I think that may just give you I don't know, sunburn on the top of your head, maybe. All right. So basically, guys, let me all right. So this clip that I'm about to play, what this is some people that are kind of having this discussion. And like I said, this is kind of a prelude to what we're going to get into. So let's go ahead and just take a look and just see how strong people's opinions are on things. All right, here we go. Where'd it go, guys? Hold on 1 second. Get that up there for you. Okay, here we go, guys.
So we've gone back probably a dozen times, and I can guarantee you that there is no curvature over distance.
All right, so real quick, were you guys able to hear that? Hit a 1 in the chat if you were able to hear what that guy said. That was just a small snippet of it, and then I'm about to play it. But I just want to make sure. I know there's a little delay whenever you guys hit the 1 in the chat. Just give me maybe like a second or two, and then I'll see the ones come in. Okay, there we go. I see the ones coming in. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up. And let's have a listen. Let's have a listen and see this. The internet has played an important role in confirming my view on this topic. So the people on the left are people that believe that the earth is flat. The people on the right are the ones that believe the earth is round. So they're asking them, has the internet played a role in you making that decision? And let's see what they have to say. Wow. What do you think about that, guys? Is that surprising to anybody? Is anybody surprised that there are people that think that the earth is flat? And guys, maybe on the flip side, are they surprised? Or is anyone surprised that says flat that thinks that people think that the earth is round? Is that surprising?
Yes, sir.
All right, so kind of an interesting thing going on here. All right, so let me just skip through here. There's another part that I wanted to play for you guys. Hold on just a second. Where are we at? Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, take another listen. Here we go, guys.
Information from someone who decides to start a website or produce a YouTube video is not reliable. When I have a toothache, I go to a dentist. When my car breaks down, I go to a mechanic. When
guys take it that he is saying there. So for me, what it sounds like he's saying is you can't necessarily rely on things that you hear. Should you rely on the professionals? That's kind of what he's saying, guys. I don't know. Still kind of interesting. Still kind of interesting, guys. All right, let me move on and play this next clip. So I just have a few of these clips that I'm going to play, and then I'm going to pull up the actual video that we are going to be discussing tonight. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that as strongly as you feel, and I know some people out there actually. Okay, so Chris says, all right, so we have Sunrise Showdown says not surprised. All right, and then we have Chris says not surprised at all. So Chris is saying, hey guys, it's flat. You don't know what you're talking about. Sunrise Showdown. Now let's see. Look what Sunrise Showdown said. I think Sunrise Showdown said round, right? Yeah. So Sunrise Showdown. He's not surprised that people are saying that it's flat. And Chris says he's not surprised that people say it's round. So who is surprised that there are actually people who are saying flat? If you are surprised, just put surprised in the chat, in the comments. And then I'm going to pull up this. Let me see how many, just two more clips I'm going to play for you guys real quick. And then I will pull up the video and we will get into that. And also we are going to get into the how would you fish it segment, guys. So we're going to have some fun tonight. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to get into it. We're just kind of easing into things, just setting everything up to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Let me pull up this next part right here, guys. All right, now check this out. And I'm waiting to see, is anybody surprised? If you were surprised that there are people right now, we had 2 in the chat that said the earth is flat, and all of you guys are wrong. They're saying that it's round. So who is surprised that there were actually people that are saying flat? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next clip.
It doesn't mean they're CGI.
you're talking about composites.
All right, so here we go, guys. He is going to break it down. So Chris and Make It Happen. All right, this is your guy right here. This is your guy. All right, let's take a look. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm not sharing the screen. All right, here we go. All right, so there we go, guys. You guys saw what he was saying. There's the image. Let's see. There we go, guys. Look at that image. That is what he sees. That is what he is saying. The earth is flat, like that image on the left. All right, so you guys got that? All right, so like I said, I'm not seeing anybody say that they're surprised. So who's saying they're not surprised? I see Sunrise Showdown. Chris said, both of them said they're not surprised at the opposing opinions on that. Who is surprised? Is there anybody surprised that we had Chris step up, that we had Make It Happen step up? I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think anybody was going to come on and say it because of the vast majority of people saying something on the other side. All right, so who is surprised? I'm waiting to see. I know somebody out there has to be surprised about it. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up this next clip, and then we will go ahead and get into the meat. We will get into the meat of the discussion tonight, guys. All right, so let's see. So let's just pull up this next clip real quick. Just bear with me, guys. Show that to you. So what do you guys think? What do you think? So as strong as you feel about the way that you see things, there's somebody that feels just as strong as the other side. What has brought you there? Do you have evidence? Is this just something that you are just going with the flow? What is making you have that opinion, that side that you think? And for both sides. So we have Chris and Make It Happen. What if, as strongly as you feel, you found out that it is completely wrong and that it is round as a cue ball, as somebody said in the chat? And for everybody else that said round, what if you found out that it was actually flat and it is you've just been duped all this time? How would you feel? I mean, your world is now turned upside down. Well, actually, I guess your world is flattened out. All right. So, yeah, so what would you think, guys? Keep an open mind. So let's go into this conversation, guys. So some of you are, as you see, the topic of tonight about Randy is right. So I'm going to pull it up and let's see what he's right about. And maybe he's wrong about some things. But What is going to guide you to determine what he is right about and what he is wrong about? All right, let's go ahead and get back into the comments real quick just to see where you guys are at. And nobody wants to come in here and say they're surprised about any of it. Come on, man. Come on, guys. All right, so let's see who else we have checking in here. All right, so I think I might have pulled this one up. Cody says if it was flat, you could take a, okay, so I didn't read this one yet. So let me just go back up here real quick. So Sunrise Showdown said he's not surprised. Sunrise Showdown said round, and he's not surprised if somebody thinks it's flat. Chris is the opposite. He says that it's flat, that the earth is flat, and he's not surprised at all that some people think that it is round. All right, Cody says if it was flat, you could take a linear trip to the edge of it. How has no one done this? All right, so we have some people questioning it. There's some people questioning what their sense of reality is. All right, so we have Delta Bass says technology and special effects have changed the world. I told a buddy, if you went to the forest and you see Bigfoot and get HD video of it, and people are still not going to believe it, man. I mean, that's true. So it's like, what do you really believe is the case with things, guys? How do you know? All right, so Chris Smith says, by the way, Money, thank you for your service in the Air Force. All right, really appreciate that, guys. Hey, thank everybody for their service that was in the military. So I know we have some other military guys in here. So yeah, like I said, we're in here to have a good time. Really appreciate it, Chris. And let's see. So we have Sea Life says, you all need to watch Logan Paul's documentary. What is that? What is Logan Paul talking about? All right, so Vernon Neal says the earth is so enormously big that it seems flat. All right, yeah, so let me get caught up in here, guys, and then we'll go ahead and hop into the meat of things. Guys, let me tell you what we have. We have a super chat coming in. The Masked Bastard. Oh man, look at the spelling of it, guys. BASS. The Masked Bastard, guys. He is stepping in, supporting the channel big time with a $5 super chat. And guys, this is just another way that people come in and show support of the live streams of the channel. Basically, this show is not sponsored by any companies or anything like that at the time, guys. I pretty much am sponsored by the members of my channel and the people that join and check out the live streams. So what I say each week whenever we have these live streams is the sponsor of the show is the subscriber or the viewer that gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or cash app. And if you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, there is a banner down there, and the sponsor of the live stream will get put on that banner. Let's see, you see it scrolling by now. Special thank you so much to the sponsor of the show. And yesterday's live stream was sponsored by Fawcett Media. Really appreciate you stepping in, but you have sponsored it up to this point, but now you have been bumped by the Masked Bastard. So let me get in here and update this real quick. So let me change out Fawcett Media. Really appreciate that. And I haven't seen you in the comments yet to see if you, so I don't know if you've been watching it, how much you've been watching it, but let me just go ahead and get this banner updated real quick so we can get back into it, guys. All right, there we go. The Masked Bastard. There we go, guys. That's how you pronounce that, right? All right, here we go, guys. All right, let me save that and hop back down here into the banner. Hold on one second, guys. Did I update it? Just bear with me, guys. Sometimes I mess up once or twice, but we're going to get into it. But Mr. Masked Bastard, do you think the earth is round or flat? That is where we are at. And I just finished playing some information about some people that are really strong in their views of that particular topic. The same way there are people that are strong in their views about the live imaging topic. So we're getting into it and we're having some fun with it. And all right, let me get that changed. All right, there we go, guys. So if you look down at the bottom, the sponsor of tonight's live stream is the Masked Bastard. Really appreciate that. And hey, just another way to show appreciation. But yeah, go ahead and get active down in the comments so you can get caught up with us. I want to see whether you think the earth is round or the earth is flat. And we just finished watching the snippets where the people were kind of pleading their, well, not necessarily pleading their case, but stating their cases for both sides of that. And there are people that you are not going to be able to convince one way or the other. So that is where we're at now, guys. What we're about to get into now is we're just going to do a little review of the video that came out today. And I know some of you guys may have already seen that. So we're going to step through that and I'll give you my thoughts, my opinions on it. And I will also check into the comment section to see what you guys have to say about it. All right, so we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to have some fun with this one. Let's have some fun. So you guys get active in the comments. I saw everybody got kind of quiet on me whenever I asked who was surprised about the differing opinions on that. All right, and let's see. Did I get this one? Delta Bass says technology and special effects. Okay, so I read that one already, but I'll read it again since I brought it up. Delta Bass says technology and special effects have changed the world. I told a buddy if you went into the forest and see Bigfoot and you got an HD video of it, people are still not going to believe it. That's right. Nobody's going to believe that about that Bigfoot. But hey, can't say nobody because there's going to be somebody out there that believes it. There's some people that already believe it. So that may be the proof they need. All right. So Chris says, by the way, all right. So I got you on that one. Appreciate that. Let's see. Sea Life. I read yours. All right. And we got Vernon Neal already. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Here we go. So Sunrise Showdown says, I see where you're going, Money Bass. I see where you're going, Bass Money. And I'm going to say something. Uh-oh, okay. What you got to say over there? What do you have to say, Sunrise Showdown? Like I said, guys, let's have some fun with this one. I'm looking through these comments. All right, so Christmas says, hey, if it is actually round, then I would be wrong, and I would admit that I was wrong. Uh-oh, guys, look at that. Okay, so look at that. Some people aren't just dead set in their ways, even though he is dead serious about believing that it is flat. So, I mean, so it's just one of those things, guys. But there are some people that are open. And me, I'm always open to learn new things and, you know, change my point of view on things whenever I have enough information that, you know, it's legitimate enough to make me do that. So that's good to see that somebody else has an open mind about things. All right, so Darren Pearson says, I do believe that we never made it to the moon. However, we do have a satellite up there in orbit that has cameras that go all the way around the earth. Uh-oh, guys, check that out. So he says that we did not actually go to the moon. So the earth is flat, the earth is round. Now we have people that are saying we definitely went to the moon. Some people are saying, no, hold up, swole up. We did not do that. All right, so he says, no, we didn't even make it to the moon. Redboat says, per scientists, the earth is roughly a sphere. It is a sphere shape. All right. So that's not round either. All right, so we're changing a little bit. All right, so the Mass Bastard, sponsor of the live stream tonight. Really, really appreciate that. He says, greetings, Money Bass. What is going on? All right, so yeah, I want to see what your opinion is on this too, because I know that is a very smart guy. Don't let the name fool you. He's a smart guy, so I know he may have some things he wants to say on this topic. Maybe he'll chime in. All right, Darren Pearson says, my father used to say, don't listen to what they say on the television because they'll tell you, they will tell you a version for you to believe. Now they call it TV. All right, so there we go. I think I read that right. All right, and then we have the only that boy. Who is this? Who is this? I know somebody else that has that name. Let's see. All right, let me pull that point. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right, there we go. So he says, hey, I just found your channel. Would you ever want to collaborate?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Just hit me up. Actually, let me drop this, change this banner real quick. As you see scrolling at the bottom, that is my Instagram. So just hit me up on Instagram. That's one of the easiest ways to reach out to me. And always, guys, check the description of the videos. I put a lot of good information in there. There's also a sale going on at Tackle Warehouse. I forgot to mention that to you guys, where you can get 10% off of the gift cards. I put a special link down there. It supports the channel. If you guys click on that, it'll take you directly to the link where you can purchase those gift cards. They're 10% off right now. So whenever you stack those with upcoming discounts, then you save a little bit more money. And we all can use the saving of a little bit more money whenever we're getting ready for the next tournament season and buying all of these lures. But that is my Instagram down there scrolling at the bottom. It is at official MoneyBass. So just hit me up on that. And yeah, we can, just chit chat back and forth and see what we can get get worked out. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get back up here and get back to my spot. All right, the only that boy. All right, appreciate you coming into the live stream. All right, my opinion says cougar sittings in my area all the time, but the tens of thousands of hunters have never shot one. All right, so he's saying you see some. I mean, there's some things there you just don't see them. All right, Joshua B. Fishing, what is going on? Stepping into the live stream, a very, very strong supporter of the channel, and he is the guy that designed the logo for the channel, guys. You check that out. Check that out. We're looking real nice. Really, really appreciate that. Joshua B. Fishing. And make sure you guys check out his channel. He has a kayak fishing channel. He's out there doing big things, guys. He's fishing tournaments and he's running electronics on that kayak that he has. He has live system. He has live imaging on there too, guys. So I mean, so we're gonna get into it. Let me just get caught up. I just have a few more comments to read, and then we will get straight into that video. All right. So we have Sunrise Showdown says, if anyone thinks that the new technology was wrong, then how can we send up rockets and now land them on a landing pad? Same thing as fishing. Fishing experts help you fish, such as MoneyBass.
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. I think he's saying I might be some type of a little expert out here. All right, you know, I try to do a little something. I try to help you guys out the best I can. All right, so we have Redboat says a roughly round shape, but this does not put me in a position to go and find out. Rather go fishing. Round or flat, go fishing.
Yes,
that's
sir.
right. Hey guys, I mean, that's the thing that brought us all here. We're here, I mean, because all of us, we share that same passion of fishing. So that's always a good thing. All right, we have Steve Ray. What is going on? Always active in the comments, always supporting the channel. He said it's both flat while in it, round viewing it from space. Okay, hey, I mean, I got you. So yeah, when you're on it, I mean, you don't really see the roundness of it. So I guess that's what he's saying right there. All right, so Cody says, I fully believe it's round, but if it was proven to be flat, it wouldn't make a difference to me. Okay, all right. So Cody, you wouldn't be worried about running and falling off the edge. I mean, what's keeping you on there if you found out it's flat? I mean, that doesn't change anything for you. All right, and then we have Brian. All right, so we have Brian checking back in. Appreciate you coming back to the live stream. If it is flat or round, no big deal. I just don't want to fall off the side like the water on a edge of this pool while I am staring down at my mega live. Oh, goodness, Brian. All right, that's a good one, man. You can't be looking down all day and fall off the edge of the earth, man. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. All right, and Cody says, better keep your eyes on the water, Brian. All right, so let's go ahead and read one more, and then we'll go ahead and get into, I guess let's just say this is kind of like a reaction video, a reaction live stream, guys. All right, so my opinion says anyone that is a serious angler, I can't understand why they wouldn't want another tool to help them achieve their goal, which is to catch fish. All right, my opinion. You said to achieve their goal. Are you sure that is their goal? Because there's some people who just enjoy going out there and just casting, watching that sunrise, listen to the birds, and just thinking about when they grew up back in the day. And that is enough for them, just that enjoyment, that stress relief. Whether they catch a fish or not, they could be out there for 10 hours. And I've done that. I've been out there for about 10 hours before and not caught anything. So it has to be a little more than just that catching that kind of pulls us to it. But I want you to, the key word in there is you said their goal. I want you to think about that because you're saying what their goal is, but there are people out here telling you what your goal is. So the same way that we're having this differences of opinion and they're just as strong on this side about them telling you what your goal is, there are people out here you're telling them what their goal is. So just keep that in mind as we kind of get into it. All right, so Cody says, I'm in Ohio, I'm safe. All right, so he's in the middle, so he's not going to fall off the edge. I guess that's what Cody is saying. All right, and we have the masked bastard stepping in. Let's see what he has to say. Individuals often speak on this topic. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he is a renowned astrophysicist. For those that don't know, he has explained the Earth as closer to the shape of a pear. Whoa. All right. No one has said that. I told you guys, don't let the masked bastard fool you. He is the sponsor of the live stream, by the way. Really, really appreciate that. But don't let the name fool you. I told you he was going to come with some info that might surprise you guys. So he brought in a whole different thing. He's saying a pair. So I don't, that's what, 2 or 3 different shapes right there. All right. So Joe says, what's going on, Joe? Glad you came back to the live stream. He says, my opinion did say serious angler. Okay, so serious angler. Okay, I got you. I got you. So he's okay. So the serious anglers goal. Got you. Got you. All right, guys. So now let's go ahead. Let me just share my screen again and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this topic for tonight. All right, hold on one second. So what I'm doing, guys, just to kind of keep you informed, you know, you see my eyes looking all around. I just have to pull this up and share my screen so that I can pull up this next clip for you guys. And then we are going to get into it. Video, share screen. All right, here we go, guys. All right, here we go. All right. All right. It is time. It is time. Let's go ahead and get into this review. Now, this was a video that was just released today. And let's see, because I want to see how many guys actually, real quick, any guys that agree with Randy and say Randy is right, put right in the chat. If you're thinking that Randy is wrong, put wrong in the chat. I just want to get a feel for what we have going on tonight before we get into it. But we're at the point, guys. We're about to go ahead and drop it and get into the kind of like the second part. And then, we're kind of moved through it. We've been rolling for about 50 minutes or so, but we've been having a good time. I see you guys are very active in the chat, which is always a good thing. Keeps things kind of going and exciting, guys. All right, so here we go. All right, so we have some people chiming in. If you think he is wrong, put wrong. If you think he is right, just put right in there. And then I'm going to kind of zoom through those, and then we'll hop right into it. I'll pull up some of the comments, and then all right. Okay. I'm liking it. You guys are hopping in here, getting your opinions known on this topic. All right, let me see. We have some other comments coming in. Thomas says, if it was flat, we would have much longer days because the sun would not be setting as quick as it does. It turns to night fast because the earth is blocking its rays. Flat earthers. Okay. All right. So he has his thoughts on that too. All right, guys, come on. Let's see. Let's get into it, guys. Come on. Who's saying wrong and who's saying right? Who says Randy is wrong? Who says Randy is right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared, guys. Go ahead and hop in there. Let's see what you have to say. All right, let's see. Where are we at? All right, so we have Brian. Brian is saying he is wrong. Cody is saying it is not about the tools helping you catch fish. It's about evening the playing field. Every single sport has limits and rules on what you can and can't use. That is true. All right, then we have Joshua B. Fishing says, don't even need to see his opinion. He says wrong. Joshua B. Fishing says wrong. All right, then we have Cody says 100% right. Check it out, guys. There we go. Cody says 100% right. So we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. Sunrise Showdown says, what is the question? I missed the question. So the question is your opinion. So the majority of people here are familiar with Randy Blaukat and his opinion on live imaging. He calls it live scope, but we all know it is basically Humminbird Mega Live, which I run Humminbird systems, guys, and Garmin Live Scope, which he refers to whenever he is saying live imaging. Then we have Lowrance Active Target. So those systems, those live imaging systems, is his viewpoint on that, basically where he wants to ban it. And he gives a lot of different reasonings behind that. But is he wrong or is he right in his views on live imaging? It's kind of like a vague question, but just kind of getting an idea of where people's thoughts are at before we get right into this clip, guys. All right, so Sunrise, he says, I missed the question. All right, so there's a question out there again. So just go ahead and hop into the chat and let's see what you think. Chris says, Thomas, I guess you would also convince people that you have oceanfront property in Arizona for sale. Come on, man. Come on. All right. You guys are getting into it. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're having an open discussion. Let's have some fun with it. We're just sharing differences of opinions, and maybe some of that information will overlap in a way. I mean, we had the mass bastard come in here and said it's actually shaped like a pear. Hey, some people are saying round, some people are saying flat, some people are saying it's shaped like a pear. So, hey, I mean, you guys see, we have differences of opinions on that. So, of course, we're going to have differences of opinion on the whole live imaging thing. All right. So, Thomas also says, if it was flat, I couldn't fish around the world. I guess you'd have to fish across the world, huh? All right. All right. Let's see what else we have. We have Cajun Rob Fishing says, Randy Blaukat was wrong. Okay. So, we have another wrong. Vernon Neal says, I think it's all about technology haters. There's a local fishing equipment store here that's named Just Shut Up and Fish. All right. All right. All right. We have Steve Ray stepping in saying wrong. We have Cody says, I have nothing against technology. Live scopes, cool as heck, but it shouldn't be allowed in tournaments for many of reasons. All right. And then we have Delta Bass says, I think it depends on the situation. All right. Thomas says does that no, right, wrong? Not sure what that one means, Thomas. All right. Then we have Joe says wrong. We have Sunrise Showdown says love live imaging. So, okay. So he's for live imaging. Then we have Delta Bass chiming back in and saying bass fishing. No, he is wrong. Crappie fishing, he is right. Uh-oh. So we have a right and a wrong. What's up with that, man? All right. Uh-oh, we have a new person checking into the live stream. What is going on? Fishing with Gramps. There we go, guys. I mean, we all love fishing with Gramps back in the day. All right. Hey, some of us still enjoy fishing with Gramps nowadays, too. He says he's washed up and too lazy to catch them with tech, even though he's partners with guys who makes their living teaching the tech. He is just making excuses before losing his sponsors. I mean, hey, there's all type of differences of opinions out here. All right. We have Make It Happen stepping back in. He said, I'll tell you one thing. Randy said today that was 100%. If a major money sponsor came along, hypothetically said, we will give you X amount of money per year to not allow any live, it would be out. Whoa. Okay. There we go, guys. There we go. All right. One more and let's get into it. My opinion says I think Randy is very smart, and he is using these opinions to draw revenue, and it's working pretty good. Sounds like you're saying that it's about the money. Is it about the money? All right. So let's go ahead and cue this up and get into it, guys. Let me just go ahead and add this in here. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. All right, just getting this queued up. There we go, guys. All right, drop this down. All right, there we go. All right, now let's see what he has to say.
Guys, make no mistake, this is all.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I had this thing. I kind of zoom through these things. So I have my speed on 2 times the speed sometimes, guys. So I'm in here rolling. All right, so here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
Make no mistake, this is all about money. It's not about making fishing more fun. It's making fishing more enjoyable. That's a bunch of crap. This is all about money. A lot of the most vocal professional anglers that are vocal about pushing live scope technology, just look who they're sponsored by, guys. Most of them are, getting free electronics and a retainer from electronics companies. The reason that tournament organizations have not put like a 1 unit limit on the console and a 1 unit limit up front, which it really needs to be, is because they're being subsidized by the electronic companies.
Whoa. What do you think about that? Let's see what else he has to say, guys.
That's all it is. It's pure and simple. It's all about money. I can assure you, and I've talked to this about before, if I went to...
Woo! All right. It's all about money. Who's excluded from that? If it's all about money. What did my opinion say? Let's see. He said Randy is very smart.
Yes, sir.
I think Randy is very smart too, guys. What do you guys think? I think Randy is very smart. All right. Let's see what else he has to say. Let's see what else he has to say, guys. Actually, hold on real quick before I get too behind in the comments. Let me just read a few more of these comments real quick, guys. All right. So we have Cody says, fishing with Gramps. He's not losing any sponsors, but he's been with MegaBass since they were just making lures. He's still there for a reason. All right. Still there for what's that reason? What is that reason? All right. Redboat says, I said before, let me see, have tour with live imaging and tour with no live imaging, and everybody will be happy. I don't know. Will they be happy? It doesn't seem like it. It does not seem like that will make them happy. All right. So let's see who else we have. All right, we have BA Bass Angler checking in. He complains about greed. Why doesn't he join KBF? I'm not sure what KBF is, but drop that in there. What is KBF? All right, Darren Pearson says it's always about the money. That's why Randy does 3 or 4 videos a day. Okay, it's all about the money, guys. All about the money. All right, Sunrise Showdown says, are they calling out the Hawk for a one-on-one tournament? Man, Chicken Hawk isn't showing up for no one-on-one tournament. All right, Cody says there's a reason livescope is banned in musky tournaments, crappy tournaments, etc. All right, then we have Fishing with Gramps says, LOL, he's pushing a $3 jig that he sells for $10. Yeah, it's all about the money. All right. Then we have Michael stepping in. Let's see what Michael has to say. All right, and I don't want to slaughter that last name, but let me just try. Andrzejewski. Did I get it right? Just give me just let me know if I said your name right. Michael Andrzejewski. All right, let's see. He says different tourneys should regulate different things. That's like banning navionics, but people who can't afford the electronics or don't want to learn to use them don't want to fish around people with it.
Yes, sir.
I think you might be on to something right there. All right, Cody says Fish and Game has technology limits on deer hunting, but not in tournament bass fishing. All right, but think about this, Cody. So they have technology limits on deer hunting, and they also have, I guess, what you would still call like the limits. Is that still called creel limits? But fishing also has those limits, and the professionals in that case is it the conservation departments? They kind of monitor that, and so that's who we're expecting to handle that. So would you kind of think that the Fish and Game has limits on technology, and they base that technology so that things are not over harvested? Is that kind of the same as what you would think with the fishing industry? All right, so Make It Happen says Randy doesn't say he's in his prime, but when he was in his prime, he was better than any of us in here talking. I'm not anti-live either. I'm running 2 on the front of my boat with a 360. All right, got that 360. He has that full setup going. All right, let's see. Man, you guys are moving. You guys are staying active in the chat. All right, let me read a few more of these, and then I'll cue the video back up. All right, Sunrise Showdown says, I want a one-on-one tournament between you and the Hawk. All right, we'll see. You got to keep calling him out. Maybe he'll go ahead and hop on that. I think it's stupid to say it's about money. People spend $80,000 to $120,000 on boats, thousands on baits and rods and trucks. All right, so Joe, maybe I'm reading that wrong. Are you saying that it's not about the money as far as the I guess everything that we're discussing, that it's not about the money? All right, so Delta Bass says everything is about money. Look at Apple phones coming out every year with the newest must-have. That's right. All right, Stephen Walden checking in. What is going on? Glad you were hopping into the live stream. Let's see. Fish are already adapting to live scope pinging.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have somebody that might have some inside info, guys. All right, he says that they're already adapting. It's about being up to date and constant with changes. The old guys need to get on board and learn it or be lost by the wayside. All right. So I've heard that one before. Cody says Fishing with Gramps. If you can make that same jig for $3, I'll buy them off of you for $6. All right, look at you. It's all about the money. Is it all about the money, guys? All right, so Vernon Neal says, Of course, it's about the money. He's using the topic of live imaging to make money. All right. Is that the truth? I mean, what do you guys think about that? All right. So Darren Pearson says a lot of people don't know that Randy was one of the designers of the 110 megabass jerkbait and is still getting revenues from that. Yes, he is very smart.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, I told you guys who knew about that, who didn't know about that. So yeah, there's things going on behind the scenes, guys. All right, KBF. All right, there we go. I didn't know. I guess Joshua B. Fishing would know about that. Is bass fishing. All right, tell the hippie to put his carbon footprint where his mouth is. LOL. All right. I don't know what y'all got going on in the chat with that one. All right, C219 Troll says livescope is not banned from crappie tournaments. All right. And let's see, we have Cody says, Vernon Neal, isn't every YouTuber trying to make money somehow, some way? Are we? Are we, guys? All right. Isn't that part of the goal, to continue to grow your channel and afford to keep it running? Hey, guys, I mean, could it be all about the money? Is it? All right, so let's see. Cody says a lot of them are starting to C219 troll. Whoa. Okay. I hadn't heard that. So Cody has said they're starting to ban live imaging on some of the crappie trails. I mean, what do you C219 troll? Now he's the guy that's in here cashing checks on these crappie tournaments. So he's a crappie tournament fisherman. And so he's out there killing them with he has that live scope running on his. So yeah, that's some interesting information. All right. So my opinion says, I mean, if you check Randy's stats, he's probably making more money on YouTube than the tournament trail. All right. And then we have Michael back again, says close. LOL. Andrew Jetski. Okay. What did I say, Andrew? Okay. So Andrew Jetski. All right. I was close. All right. Appreciate that. All right. So C219 troll, which ones? Livescope is bringing a whole new younger crowd to the sport, which is great. All right, then we have Make It Happen says every angler, pro and semi-pro, are about the money. They will push any bait, even if it's a POS. We all know what that means, just to make a buck. Whoa. I mean, so think about it, guys. Think about what we are actually talking about. I know you guys have watched tournaments where they catch that fish whenever they're taking that bait out of that fish's hand. I mean, out of the fish's mouth. They will grab that fish like this, separate that bait, and hold the fish up and throw that bait in the water. And you're like, man, what was that? And they'll say, oh, that was this new thing right here that's about to come out. You guys need to run out and get it. But what you saw them kind of take out of the fish's mouth was kind of shaped like that. And you're like, wait a minute, what is going on there? What is going on? So, I mean, so yeah, so just think about what we're actually seeing and what we're hearing, guys. All right, let me get through a few more of these and then I'll pull it right back up. All right, so we have Vernon Neal says, Cody, exactly. I'm saying he knows exactly what he's doing. Hot topics get most views. Do they get the most views? Likes and subscribers. By the way, guys, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you are new to the live streams, new to this channel, we get together every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Today is Wednesday. I will try to slide in some Wednesdays too. And throughout the week, I'm dropping videos on electronics, videos on fishing, tournament videos, things like that. On Tuesdays when we meet up, the subscribers, the viewers, they will come in, just give a recap of what they did. If anybody was out there won any tournaments, come here, just kind of brag about it a little bit. And I dropped the link towards the end of the video. So if anybody wants to come up, voice their opinions and stuff, we can do that. And like I said, we just look to have some fun over here. Also, for the guys that are interested in supporting the channel, the join button is right below. You can join the channel. It's just a small way to support the channel, and also the sponsor of the show. You can see it scrolling down at the bottom of the screen, that banner at the bottom, the Masked Bastard. Shout out to him. He is, let me see if I can get back up here real quick. He is the current sponsor of the show. He has dropped a $5 super chat into the live stream. This channel is not sponsored right now. Only sponsored by the subscribers, the viewers, you guys out here watching now. So whoever puts in the largest super chat, super sticker, any way to support the channel, you become the sponsor of that night's live stream, and it will carry on into the next live stream until you are bumped by the next guy at the current live stream. So that is pretty much what that is about, guys. Really, really appreciate the Masked Bastard stepping in and giving a quick super chat to support the channel. He is the current sponsor of the channel. And let me just get back in place real quick, guys, so I can get through these. Let me see. Just get caught back up real quick. All right, every angle. Okay, there we go. So we were at Make It Happen. And now let's check out. Vernon Neal says, Cody, exactly. I'm saying he knows exactly what he's doing. Hot Topic gets the most views, likes, and subscribers. That is correct. All right. In cold weather, what do you let me see. What do you do that makes you different? All right, so I think you guys are having your conversation down there. KBF is a tournament trail. All right, so we know that that is kayak bass fishing, guys. So we have a mixture of guys in here. We have bass fishermen. We have crappie fishermen. We have kayak fishermen. Well, I guess that's still bass fishermen. Do they do crappie fishing tournaments from kayaks, guys? I mean, that would be kind of interesting. Hadn't heard of that before, but hey, I mean, maybe you could fish for any type of tournament from a kayak. All right, then we have the Mass Bastard stepping back in again. He is the sponsor of the live stream tonight, has hit me with the $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. All right, so he says a study in 2018 of the fishing industry claimed a $60 billion amount spent, donated, and through conservation and licensing contributed. Whoa, did you guys know that? That sounds like quite a bit of money. So I think it will always be about the money. All right. Then we have Big Jim Fishing. What is going on, Big Jim?
Yes, sir.
Big Jim is stepping in. He says, hey, MoneyBass. All right, Big Jim, we've been getting into it. I don't know how much you've heard, but we're having a good time out here tonight. Big Jim Fishing, guys. He is a subscriber and a strong supporter of the channel. Appreciate you stopping into the live stream. All right, then we have Bass for him. He says, I have the new Mega Target Live. So I guess that's the the Mega Live. Maybe that's the Target Lock too, with 360 on front of my boat, and it's a blast. Another element of fishing. Randy is simply making money because he is. Let me see. Randy is simply making money because he is fishing. Results were lacking lately. All right, so. Yeah, I mean, so people, like I said, people are, chiming in, saying what they, kind of putting their opinions and things out there. All right, I run the same setup as Bass for him. All right, that's Big Jim Fishing stepping back in. Delta Bass says, somebody said a separate tournament. I can't lie. I would love to see an old timers tournament.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
there we go. Once or once a year, 2D sonar only. Guys like Randy, David Fritz, Rick Clun, etc. would definitely watch and learn. All right, I've heard that before, guys. I mean, why isn't that something that is actually, that is pushed into the conversation as opposed to make this other industry change? Why not create the industry that you want? That I'm just curious about that, because I hear things like that, but that was something that I was just curious about. All right, Make It Happen says, I kind of see Randy's point. Though. The more caught, the more casualties. It will hurt our lakes in the long run if fishing game isn't restocking on the regular. All right, then we have Delta Bass. It will be 100% to be a lot more fun and exciting to watch rather than a bunch of guys staring at the screen all day in open water. Come on, Cody, man, let me stare at that screen a little bit. Let me stare at the screen. All right, so yeah, so you're saying it'll be more exciting seeing those guys fish that shallow water. So what about if they're fishing offshore, but they're just not using the electronics? They're not looking down, but they're but yeah, I kind of see what you're saying on that. And let me see, guys. Guys, look what we have here. Whoa, we have a new sponsor checking into the live stream. We have N Allen 007RX. Check out that name. Sounds like a super agent right there, guys. All right, so she is checking into the live stream. The supporter of the live stream, the sponsor. I don't even know if she fishes. And Alan, do you get out on the lakes and fish, or are you just here to kind of see what type of topics we're going over and see the back and forth and the debates that we're having? So right now, it's kind of that there's some technology out that some guys are for and some guys are against. So if you look into the comments, it's kind of some guys in there butting heads a little bit. So that's what we have going on tonight. But guys, she says, I don't eat fish, but I do enjoy dining on fish. Guys. And Alan, you can't be out there eating our bass. We're out here trying to use those fish to catch, to win some money in tournaments. You popping in here talking about you eating them. Oh, goodness. Now, that is funny. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're not eating the bass, right? Just say you're not eating the bass, even if you are. All right. All right. So let me see, guys. So basically what has happened in Allen 007 RX, you guys make sure you check out her channel. She does some skits and things like that. She's in the pharmaceutical industry, guys. So she does some skits and things like that on her channel. Very entertaining. So make sure you guys search that channel. Just take a quick look. She has some good shorts. Those 10 to 15 second, 30-second videos that she puts out, very entertaining, guys. Make sure you check out that channel. And she has become the sponsor of tonight's live stream. And what that means is the banner that you see scrolling across the bottom will be changed now, guys. So let me edit that out. And special thanks to the masked bastard, but you have been bumped by N Allen. Let me go ahead and get this typed into the banner, guys. N Allen 007 RX. Can't forget the RX. All right, so get that typed in there. So now she is the sponsor of tonight's live stream. What do you guys think about that? There we go, scrolling at the bottom. Sponsor of the live stream, N Allen 007. Make sure you guys check out her YouTube channel. Doing great things on the internet and on YouTube. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get back into it. Really, really appreciate that, N Allen. All right, so let me see. Where was I at on these messages? Actually, let me just read one more and then I will get back into this live stream. I mean, into that video clip, guys, because there is something, this next statement that he says, I want to see some opinions on that too. All right, so let's see, where are we at? Did I get Delta Bass? Let's see, somebody said, okay, yeah, so that's where I was at right there. All right, so Make It Happen says, I kind of see Randy's point of view, and I just read that one. Let me just get caught up, guys. Just bear with me, bear with me. All right, here we go. All right, so Red Boat says money. Everything in this world is about money. All right. They will work you to death to make them rich. Hey, I mean, that's what makes the world go round, right? Well, that is if the world is round. I mean, if it's flat, does it flop or, I mean, how does that work? How does that work, guys? But yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, so Deshaun Peck says, Big Jim in the house. That's right. We have Big Jim checking in. All right, then Cody says, make it happen. Fish and Game is already starting to do the studies on that. There we go. That's what we need. We need some evidence. We need some evidence. We need some studies, guys. Let's see what's going on with that. All right, then the Mass Bastard says, Brandon, what is that? Gale.com posted the previous numbers I entered in the chat. Okay, let me see. Did I miss that? So you put some info. Oh, that information about that 60 billion. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Make It Happen says MLF was a catch and release on Chick last year, catching them on the Ned and gut hooking them. Does not sound good. Doesn't sound good. Left and right. Ride through in the evening, hundreds of floating dead fish in the evening after they were done each day. Man, we'd have some pictures of that somewhere. Did you so you're saying that's on Chickamauga? Man, that seems like that would have made the news because that is a major source for the economy in these areas. Is there anything online about that? If you find that, please put that link in the chat. I mean, I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see what happened there. All right. And then back to N Allen, sponsor of the live stream. Really, really appreciate that. And then we have, as long Stephen Walden says, as long as the sonar companies are dumping money into tournaments, it will never be banned. All right, there we go. There we go. I think that is the case. All right, so let's go ahead and hop back into this live stream. I'm into the video clip real quick, and then we'll get back to the comments in just a second. All right, so we saw what he said, guys. It's all about the money. So I think everybody agrees. Randy is right. I don't think there's anybody that disagreed with him. Randy is right. Let's go ahead and see what else he has to say.
Bassmaster, or if I went to MLF and I was Elon Musk and I said, guys, this is the deal. We're going to take fishing back to its pure sport. This live scope stuff's bullshit. These guys are going to be allowed to have one 2D sonar unit on their console.
Okay.
One 2D sonar unit on the front. And we're going to go back to compasses.
Just 2 units.
And I'm going to pay you guys $30 million.
Oh, a year, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. How much did he say? Did he say 30 million? 30 million. I fished from the bank with a cane pole. I mean, what is up with that? I mean, who would not? do that for 30 million? I mean, I want to put somebody to get down in the chat now. Who would not do that? Say, no, I don't know 30 million or something like that. I mean, let me know who would not change the way that they fish for $30 million. Who would not do that? Come on, guys, talk to me. Talk to me. I mean, hey, I'll fish with no units. Like I said, I'll fish for the bank for $30 million. So who agrees? Who disagrees with that? I think he's right, guys.
Have this format, guys. LiveScope would disappear. You wouldn't see it anywhere. It wouldn't. They would get rid of it in a second, and then you would have pros that were on the other side of the fence that would be on my side now talking about.
I don't know about that, guys. I don't think that would make people stop buying the technology. So I kind of disagree with that one right there. I think that, yeah, while I may be out there fishing for 30 million with my cane pole from the bank, I would still have my live imaging on my boat. Or I may, for 30 million, maybe I just have two boats. One of them would have live imaging. I would continue to fish tournaments with that, but I would also fish this other tournament for 30 million. Think about it. Joshua B. fishes tournaments out of a kayak. Brian Latimer fishes tournaments out of a kayak, but he also does what? He still fishes tournaments using his live imaging and all that other technology. So just because you have one does not mean the other one needs to disappear. The fishing industry is huge, very huge. The bank fishing industry is bigger than the bass fishing tournament industry. There are a lot more bank fishermen. So while we may think that our bubble of bass tournament fishing is the world and we're the center of everything, we're actually just a piece of that universe. We could be a speck whenever you take into consideration saltwater fishing, freshwater fishing, ice fishing, all of these different type of people that are out there fishing. We may think we're the king of everything, but we're probably just a little small smidgen of that. And hey, maybe somebody like the Mass Bastard, maybe he knows those stats a little bit better. But I think we give ourselves more credit than what we are in the overall scheme of things as far as the entire fishing industry. Saltwater boats and stuff are way more than the boat industry for bass fishing. One of those boats, I'm pretty sure, in the $100,000-$200,000 range, easy. Bass boats, I mean, we're pushing what, 60 to 100, somewhere around in that range right now. All right, so let's see what else he has to say.
LiveScope's running the mystery and the magic of the sport. So don't let that fool you. This is all about money on here.
All right, there we go. He confirmed it again. All about the money. All right, so let me just go back and just hit a few little points in here. So there we go, guys. I mean, who disagrees with him? I think Randy is right. It's all about the money. All of it is about the money. All right, so what is it that people may disagree with him about? But I think we can all agree that it's about the money. So if anybody disagrees with him, put not about the money. If you do not put not about the money, then you too are agreeing that Randy is right. It is all about the money, in my opinion. So Randy is right, guys. Put Randy is right in there. How did I just say that? So yeah, if you don't agree, if you don't agree with that, then let's do it that way. If anybody does not agree, put not about the money. Not about the money. If you don't put that, then that means you agree with Randy. And let's just take a look and see where we are at. Man, you guys are. Whoa, wait a minute. Randy Robertson, what is going on? Glad to have you in the live stream. I think you are a member of the channel. So yeah, really, really appreciate you hopping in. But you say not about the money. Okay, so if it is not about the money, then what do you think it is about? So that means you do not agree with Randy. You don't think it's about the money. All right, so yeah, so hop in the comments. Let me know, what do you think? I mean, let us all know. What do you think it's about if it's not about the money? All right, let me hop back up here real quick and go back into this video clip. And I just have like 2 or 3 little clips in here that I want to play for you guys. And then we'll go ahead and get into it. I'll drop the link. See if anybody wants to come up. Man, we're rolling strong, guys. You guys are definitely in the comments, keeping things going. All right, here we go. All right, so let's see what else he has to say.
Goes out in open water until he finds some fish. And Van Dam was making the comment about how livescopes taught him there's more fish living, just roaming around in open water than he ever realized. I always knew that because you got guys like Buck Perry that's caught bass offshore for years, trolling in the middle of the lake. I always had the theory that the reason you didn't catch many big fish other than during the pre-spawn was a lot of those bass moved out in open water there.
All right, so what do you guys think about that? One of the things that comes to my mind whenever you hear, and I mentioned this as soon as I got my live imaging, and I just got it this year, guys. But one of the things that I remember mentioning is I at one point had done a live stream about back boating for co-anglers, right? And I always wondered whenever someone says that I was back boated, what does that mean to them? And most of them would say that if they're pointing in an area where it's unproductive water. You just heard what he said is with live imaging. Now we can see that there are fish all around that boat. So the water that you're calling unproductive just means that you're not catching those fish that are there. That's kind of the way that I see it, guys. But I mean, is if you can cast out there, how do you know there isn't a fish there? You just may feel, you may not have confidence that a fish is there. But with that live imaging, you can flip these boats and just point them straight. You could be fishing the bank, turn that boat and fish and turn straight out into open water and see those fish still out there. So there's fish to be caught. You just have to know the techniques that are best to be able to catch those fish. All right. So yeah. So what do you guys think about that? So now with the live imaging, you're able to access fish that you weren't able to do before. I mean, that is true. That is true. I mean, the same way with bed fishing. Those what are those shades called? I don't do much bed fishing, guys. But you know, the shades that you use that allow you to see into the water better. So I'm pretty sure people are seeing fish with those shades when they're bed fishing that they may not have seen otherwise if they did not have those shades on. So in a sense, I kind of see it as the same thing in a way. All right, so let me just play this next clip for you guys. So these are just some interesting points that that I feel that he made in here. Just want to have you guys, you know, just get active in the comments.
Wall, whatever, anything goes. What's going to happen is this offshore live scoping is going to evolve to a point of where it completely takes any guesswork or mystery or magic out of the sport. It's already getting there. And they're going to come for shallow water next. They're going to come for those people that are focused.
Okay. Let me stop it, man. I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm not really feeling that one right there. So because you have live technology, it takes the mystery out of it. That live imaging is not catching those fish. So Cody and I guess some of the other guys that were saying, you know, that may have a better understanding of what he means by that, because in the end you have to catch those fish. So just because even when, for instance, if you're bed fishing and you see those fish, you can readily see those fish. You can see them going away from your bait. You can see them to where you can just cast straight to them. Basically, you know, you guys know what bed fishing is. You see the fish, you're flipping your bait out there because you're actually visualize. You actually can see those fish with your eyes, but you're still not able to catch them. Those tournament anglers, sometimes they spend 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours on some of these fish because they're staring right at an 8 or 9 pounder and can't get that fish to bite. So how is that different whenever you are now using technology where you can't see it with your eyes? You're relying on this system to show you that fish. So you're seeing that fish on the system, you're casting to it, but you're still not catching it. What do you guys see the difference in that is? How is that technology different from that bed fish that people spend hours and can't catch when someone spends hours on their electronics and still don't catch that fish? So yeah, I don't really understand that one. You guys chime in down there and let me know, and I'll get back into the comments in a second. Let's see what else he has to say.
Bank fishing and target fishing, and what they're going to do is they're going to develop technology that allows you to identify live images.
Okay, so we'll skip past that part. But basically what he was saying in that is that sometime in the future, you'll basically be able to scan, see the fish. It'll probably tell you the weight, the size of the fish, and you'll be able to see the fish shallow. So I think that's where he was kind of getting to in that. But let's see, there was another point in here, and then there's one more point, and then we will get into back into the chat. All right.
All about money. It's not about.
Oh,
it's
one
not
second.
about.
All right, I already got that one for you guys. Here is the last part down here. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I want to see what you guys have been saying in the comment section. I see it moving. I see it moving. So you guys are definitely getting active in the comments. Always makes for a good live stream when you guys get active in the comments.
That's when I said, guys, this is the deal. We're going to take fishing back to its pure sport. This live scope stuff's bullshit. These guys are going to be allowed to have one 2D sonar unit on their console, one 2D sonar unit on the front, and we're going to go back to compasses.
All right, so there we go, guys. That's it. So I had already played that part for you, so hopefully you remember that. But yeah, so that is what I wanted to show to you guys. There we go. There you have it. So how many of you guys agreed that Randy is right, that it's all about money? All right, so now let me hop back into the comments, and then I'm going to tell you guys a few things that I think about it. Whoa, you guys have been rolling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get caught up with all of these comments, guys, because you guys have been moving. We've been rolling for about an hour and a half, guys. We've been doing it. We've been out here putting in some work. And let's see, I have some people chiming in, hit me on my phone and everything. Let's see where we're at. 1 second, guys. All right. Oh, and actually, there was another thing I wanted to check. So this is also being streamed on Facebook, and I don't often get in here. So if anybody is watching on Facebook, I'm not neglecting you guys. I just don't know how to get in here and change all of these settings and things like that to kind of get active in here. But let me change this and just make it public real quick. So anybody that is actually available can hop in and view it while we are still live. All right, so there we go. All right, guys. So where were we at in the chat? Let's see what else we have. So we have, just give me a second, guys. Let me get caught up. All right, here we go. So we have Byron Jeffrey says it's all about the money. Companies like Bill Lewis are starting to produce products like their scope stick. It's made specifically for live sonar. Whoa,
Yes, sir.
All right, so the industry is already changing, guys. But as you saw, so are the fish. The fish are starting to change, guys. So, hey, I mean, they're adapting to this technology. Big Jim Fishing says at Delta Bass, they do need a seniors tour. All right. So I've heard some people talk about that. Have some guys out there with their canes and little walkers and stuff getting out there on the boat. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. All right. So we have Vernon Neal says, Big Jim Fishing, check the new BBT target lock 360 dual mount. It moves the target lock away from your dual grasp. All right, man. Stacking up some change, man. All these add-ons and stuff, they add up. All right, then we have Big Jim Fishing, give the thumbs up on that. Delta Bass. All right, all right, you guys were getting all right, eating our bass. There we go. Talking about in Allen, talking about eating the bass. Oh man, let's see, the in Allen hop back in there. Okay, let's see what in Allen had to say. She said, in Lake Providence, where I'm from, I've been on the lake a time or two. I eat brims. All right. She says, I eat brims, white perch, and redfish. All right,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
So she ain't really out there touching our bass. All right. And Anna Allen is out there doing her thing. Really, really appreciate that. Man, guys, I'm looking and I can see I'm way behind in these in this chat real quick. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go through here real quick just to see if there's anything that kind of stands out. And if there's anybody on the money team that has put their comments in here, then those will kind of stand out to me so I can read those real quick too. All right, so here we go. So we have Joseph says, it is the athlete's responsibility to compete as competitively as they can. Randy might not like it, but it is the tournament director's job to set the stage for the competition. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Do we have anybody else from the money team that is hopping into the chat? All right, Joseph again, he says, not about the money. It's about using every inch of the edge of a competitor that a competitor can get. If the rules allow it, it will be used. That's right. That's right, guys. Stay within those guidelines. All right. So I'm just scrolling through here, guys, seeing if we have anybody on the money team. If anybody is interested in joining and supporting the channel, becoming a member of the money team, the join link is right below the video link. You can click on that. It'll give you some basic information about the money team. Just another way to support the channel. So you guys take a look at that. And basically it helps me out whenever we do have a live stream and the chat comments and everything is moving fast. Those kind of stand out to me. And like in Allen, she is the sponsor of the channel. Obviously the super chats, those show up as a different color. So those are real easy to pull out. But I will definitely get to the money team and the sponsors as soon as they show up. All right, so there we go. That was Joseph. And let's see. All right, so here we go. So Joshua Coggin, all right, stepping in. He says 90% of the anglers were catching their fish on deep divers, hair jigs, and spoons. So you guys may have been talking about that tournament that was, I think there was a recent tournament out there. All right, let's see who else we have. My opinion, he says, yeah, Randy went from ZXR to an FXR this year, $18,000 higher boat. Whoa. Yeah, dropping that loot out there, man. All right, Make It Happen says, yes, it was a Ned tournament. What do you think Kevin won it on? All right, so yeah, I missed that. But yeah, I mean, I just want to see, you said that there was hundreds of bass floating. Somebody had to take a picture of that. How did they even know that? I mean, how could somebody see that and not take pictures? There has to be some type of evidence or something to that. That's what I'd be interested to see, because if that did happen, then I'm pretty sure there's going to be news stories about something like that. And maybe they're out there. I just haven't seen them. But like I said, send me the link to that, because I would definitely like to, bring that into the conversation. All right. Cody says it's not about him not wanting to keep up with the technology. Actually listen to him and look at the big picture. All right. Let's see. All right, just got another notification. All right, Randy Robertson says not about the money. So did Randy. Let me just look in here and see if you ever. Okay, so you're thinking it's about the ego. So the live imaging industry, the tournament industry, what you're saying is it's not about money, it's about ego. All right, so let me just I guess kind of put what I'm kind of thinking about that. I look at the fishing industry as a business. And if a business does not make money, then the business does not exist. The tournament anglers go away because their funds dry up. And there are guys that are out there using these funds to make a living off of, to pay their bills and everything. So that bottom line, if anybody that's complaining about it, if you take that money away, they're going to disappear. So anybody that's basically complaining about a certain thing in that industry, if you take that money away, then they're going to evaporate. They're going to go away. So I think that it is based on money for that reason, because it's a business. So is there anybody who disagrees with that does not feel that the fishing industry, especially the tournament industry, and mainly I guess we're talking about FLW, Bassmaster, NPFL, if those businesses, if those industries or those series are not businesses that are basically at the foundation of it, ran by funds and by money. All right, and let me see. Like I said, guys, I'm just kind of going through here. If anybody on the money team is dropping comments, I would definitely get to those comments first because they stand out to me. But I'm just going through here. All right, I see the Mass Bass that says over 50% of anglers prefer bass fishing per Brandon Gale. That's interesting. So I guess that may be saying that the fishing industry itself, and is that taking into consideration crappie fishermen, people that ice fish, people that saltwater fish, the entire fishing industry, that over 50% of anglers prefer bass fishing? And even if they prefer it, let's say it's somebody that fishes saltwater, they may prefer bass fishing, but they're saltwater fishing. That just sounds very high to me. Basically looking at the fishing industry overall. I mean, and we're talking about worldwide. We're not just talking about our tournament industry. All right, let's see who else we have. Cody says, you guys don't think Randy could afford to put livescope on his boat and learn it quickly? Come on, look at the people he's around. It's much bigger than him not wanting technology on his boat. All right, that could be true. Could be true. All right, Joshua says the footage is there. He was catching a fish every 45 seconds, not dragging a Ned. All right, and let's see. Let me get down here. Just trying to get caught up, guys. All right, there we go. So that's what I was talking about early. So polarized glasses. Just couldn't think of the word. So yeah, so the Mass Basket, Delta Bass, both of you hopped in. Yep, polarized glasses. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about that? How are polarized glasses for bed fishing and shallow water fishing different from sonar for people that are fishing offshore, as far as with those polarized glasses in the event where they show you fish that you would not be able to see if you did not have them because of the angles or the stained, well, not stained water, but you guys know what I mean. Those polarized glasses, they remove that glare and they do make fish that you would not normally see. They make those fish visible. All right. Just curious, just curious. All right. All right. Big Jim throwing in a plug for his sponsor. All right. Polarized solar back, polarized solar back shades. All right. All right. Then Bass for Him says underwater drones for shallow water with forward facing on board. Companies are already working on these. All right, man. So all we need is just a goodness, what's that thing? The spear. We just need a spear to shoot out from it from there with a hook on the end of it. And then yeah, we can have some underwater drone forward facing drone tournaments. All right, let's see. Sunrise Showdown says backboating has rules such as you're not allowed to fish forward. Right. Yeah, that is right. All right, Randy Robertson, what's going on, Randy? Appreciate you coming back to the live stream. I use my Mega Live in 3 feet of water for bass fishing. Works great, but I still have to cast the right lure to catch them. All right, there we go. All right, guys, let me just kind of skip through these real quick. Go down here to the bottom. See if anybody, okay, we have my opinion says, why doesn't Randy carve out the canoe and then horses to pull it from? Okay. All right, talking about canoe fishing. All right, who else do we have? All right, let's see what Darren Pearson has to say. What makes a pro from the Weekend Warrior is knowing seasonal patterns, even if you got the technology. If you don't know where to go to find the fish, it won't do you any good anyways. All right, let me just drop this link real quick, guys, and then we have been rolling for about an hour and 40 minutes, guys. We're putting in work over here. We've been rolling, and you guys are on here. You're very active in the comments. Always appreciate you guys for supporting the channel and just showing up to these live streams. I appreciate the sponsors. Man, I mean, we just get on here and have a good time, guys. You guys in the comment section, you guys are great. I see you guys getting busy in there. All right, let me drop this link. If somebody wants to come up, all you do is click that link, but you have to make sure that you are cammed up. Your camera needs to be on. Make sure your audio is good and make sure you're in a well-lit area. Just kind of center yourself in the camera so the visual looks good whenever I pull you up, because everybody that is in the chat will be able to see you. And then, you can just drop your drop your opinion on the thing, on the live stream. I'll pull you up. Maybe we could talk for maybe a minute or two, and then I'll drop you back down, see if anybody else wants to come up. But if not, then I'll just keep reading through these comments real quick and just see where we are at with everything. But guys, the how would you fish it segment, what I will do is I will record a separate video for that. And I will just drop that so you guys can just come back to the channel, watch that video. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I know some people have been unsubscribed through YouTube and were not aware of that. So please make sure that you are still subscribed. Hit that bell so you will receive the notifications whenever I do drop videos. I do put out, like I said, 3 to 4 videos per week, plus the live stream, guys. So we are in here active and just talking about all kinds of stuff concerning bass fishing, different lures, different techniques, different lakes, tournaments, all of that good stuff. If you guys missed the live stream from last night, make sure you go back and watch that. Had a pretty decent tournament this past Saturday, so that was fun. I put some information in there for the guys that fish shallow. There's information in there because we started off shallow, we went offshore, then we headed back shallow. Well, actually, we went offshore. No, we went shallow, offshore, and ended offshore. That's how we did it, guys. But that's all in the live stream from last night. So good times, good times. All right. And just real quick, wanted to give a quick shout out to the 2 people. We have the mass bastard that dropped in and hit me with the $5 super chat. He was the sponsor of the live stream. Then, not too long after that, we had N Allen drop in, and she said, hold up, swole up.
Yes, sir.
She said, hold up, swole up. I am going to take that spot because I'm the new sponsor of the live stream. Really, really appreciate that, and really appreciate you stopping in Allen. Always great to see you in the live stream. All right, and let's see who else we have in here checking in. And yeah, guys, so we had wait a minute. What is going on? I see a mean face in the chat. I see a mean face in here. Edward Ragsdale Fishing says Murray didn't go well for me.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, wait a minute, Edward. I don't remember you coming into the live stream and saying, hey guys, I'm gonna be heading out to Murray. Can anybody give me a tip or two? Because I'm gonna be out there trying to catch some fish. So I mean, if you would have hopped into the chat, maybe there was somebody, because there's some guys that live out that way. I mean, you never know. You never know. Wait a minute. Who do we have? We have Randy in the live stream. I don't think this is the Randy, guys. I mean, I've seen you in the live stream before, Randy. All right. He says, man, then when you know when to spend the money. All right. So I guess you guys are talking about something in the chat that I missed. All right. Then we have Cajun. Rob says, Joe B is bringing it. Let's see. Where's Joe B at? Is Joe B in here? All right, hold on. Oh, okay. So I guess you're referring to the comment. It's absolutely a business. It's about the money, but you can fish without doing tournaments and fish any damn way you want. Whoa. All right. So that is another thing, guys. That is something that I have been asking people. If you see somebody that is fishing a certain way, let's say you see somebody on the bank fishing with their kid. Is somebody going to run up to them and say, hey, that's not fishing. That's not the way you fish. You need to be out here on a boat like me with these electronics. I'm against the way that you are fishing. I don't like the way you're doing your thing. And when you flip that over, kind of like what we were talking about over, when you kind of flip your world upside down, if somebody is out on a boat and now somebody runs up to them and says, hey, I don't like the way you're doing this. I don't like the way you're fishing. You need to fish like me. Get rid of those electronics, get rid of that boat, and come over here and fish on the bank because you are destroying fishing. So who's right? Who's wrong? And as we saw earlier, like we started off, some people say it's flat. Some people say it's round. Who is right? And who is to tell one person, I mean, what's going on with the guys? What do you think? What do you think? So how can somebody tell this person over here to fish how they want them to, but somebody can't tell them how they want them to fish? Kind of interesting. All right, let's see. Man, you guys are in these comments. All right, let's see. Harry. We have Harry stepping in. MoneyBass fishing versus the Hog style of fishing. We already saw the results of that before. Randy, how about Mega Live glasses? It's coming. Oh, some Mega Live glasses. All right. Cody says, Randy, they are working on that as well, which is pretty dang cool. Okay. All right. Then we have Edward Ragsdale Fishing says, I made it. All right. Yeah. So you made it to the live stream. My opinion, Hawk is sipping that jack, waiting to appear. I don't think Hawk is showing up, guys. I don't think he's showing up this time, but we'll see. You never know. I mean, we'll be on for a few more minutes. All right. So Edward Ragsdale Fishing says Murray didn't go well. Man, then when you, okay, hold on. I already read that one. Hold on just a second. Let me get caught up. All right. Edward Ragsdale Fishing says, I did a few days ago. Oh, so you hopped in the chat. Nobody helped you out. Is that what happened? Uh-oh. All right. Harry says, what's up, Cajun? All right, doing well, Harry. How's things your way? Like I said, guys, we always get together each week. We have fun on the live streams. The guys in the comments, in the chat, have a great chat, guys. They're in there chopping it up. Some of these guys are actually linking up. They find out that they actually fish the same lakes, maybe competing against each other in tournaments. They can team up and even fish together. There are guys in here that are having issues with their boats, with their electronics. So they're chopping it up, exchanging information, helping people out. There was somebody on here last week that there was something going on with their unit freezing up. All kinds of comments going in there, and I think they may have got that issue resolved. So we're in here, you know, making things happen. All right, hold on one second, guys. I'm just kind of looking through here. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are rolling in the chat. All right, so Edward Ragsdale Fishing says 4 hours on the trolling motor to get back to the ramp. What is that? What happened there? Hope you didn't break down. All right, guys. Let's see who else we have. Cajun Rob, what about these flogging cones during bedding season? Uh-oh, not the flogging cones. Yeah, I mean, does anybody say anything about that? All right, so Byron Jeffrey says, came in fourth on Russell 2 weeks ago and lost to some boys that saw random 4-pounders in the ditches and pitched an A-rig to them. Whoa, man. I mean, fourth place that's decent. I actually just finished, me and a buddy of mine finished fourth place on Lake Sinclair on Saturday. So we're out there doing our thing. So Byron, everybody give him a little shout out, give him a hand clap or two. He did his thing, getting fourth place. What was the weight that you had on Russell? Because I know Russell, I mean, you can catch a lot of fish out there, but it's a struggle. I mean, you said they came in with 2 4-pounders. Now that's a good bag on Russell. That is a good bag. But yeah, so drop that in the comment, Byron. How did you do out there? What was your weight that you had on Russell? All right, guys, let me see. All right, so Brian the Fisherman Baker, Mega Live is cheating. Anyone can catch bass with it. Go fish without it and catch bass. Whoa, uh-oh. He said it is cheating. So let me ask you this. If the rules say that you can use it, is it still cheating if the rules say you can use it? I don't know. So that's kind of interesting to me. When you say it's cheating, what do you mean by that? Yeah, so I mean, if you're doing something that the rules clearly do not say that you can't do, is that cheating? Or do you mean something else by that? All right, so let's see. Cody says, Cajun Rod Fishing, I use the flogging cones. They absolutely work, but it's more work than people think. Field of view is small and it's not comfortable. Yeah, I mean, it's just another form of putting in work. I don't think just anybody would be able to just randomly go out there. You hand them that thing and then they get out there and start making it happen. I still think it takes some type of technique and you know, some type of skills to be able to use that. All right, Edward Ragsdale Fishing said 19 pounds won on Murray this past weekend. Yes, Murray has some nice size fish. I never got to fish a tournament there. I showed up a practice day some years ago. The boat that I had at the time did not make it to tournament day. It broke down on me tournament morning, so I had to pack up and go home. It just wasn't working out for me. All right, so Joseph says Randy and the Fish the Moment crew don't think riding around most of the day using side scan is a problem. Live is just 1,500 more of your 100K rig. So, all right, there we go. All right, Harry says, Money Team, up with people to cash a check on the last video. DP has hooked you up, so there is a theme going on. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, let me see who else. Just make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right, guys. I know I skipped through a lot of these. Like I said, I try to make sure I get to the Money Team whenever you guys drop a comment in here. Just a few more. And we have been going for almost 2 hours, guys. Man, good live stream. All right, so Randy saying live is cheating is like saying scope on a rifle is cheating. Yeah, so I'm just kind of wondering, who was it that said that? It was Brian the Fisherman Baker. Wait a minute, Brian, did you change your name? Brian Baker Lanier? Is that who this is? Maybe. Sometimes I get these names mixed up. All right, but yeah, so what do you mean by it's cheating though? If the rules allow it, how is it cheating? All right, and then let's see, Brian the Fisherman Baker says, Cody says, Brian the Fisherman Baker, exactly. Take it off the boats and the top guys won't be the top guys anymore. Simple as that. I bet any amount of money on it. So if you take off, Let's see that live scope. So Jacob Wheeler will not be the top guy without live imaging anymore. What do you guys think? You think if you take that live imaging off of there, Jacob Wheeler's going to fall off? I don't know. I don't know. Did he? Because I think he was still kind of doing his thing out there before he had live imaging. That's what I think, guys. I could be wrong. All right. Cajun Rod Fishing says, heck yeah, Cody. Use them things to make you look like a hunchback of Notre Dame. All right. All right. Then we have Edward Ragsdale Fishing says, yeah, the shift actuator broke on the Merc 250 on blast off. Oh, man. So there we go. One of those type of days. One of those days. All right. And let's see. All right. Harry says, Russell will do you dirty. Quote from MoneyBass in the past. That's right. If you get out there and don't know what you're doing, Russell will do you dirty. It used to do me dirty back in the day, but now, you know, I kind of know how to bob and weave. So Russell doesn't get me anymore. I'm out there doing my thing on Lake Russell. That's one of my favorite lakes, guys. All right. Cody says, Randy, that's apples to oranges. Scopes are to make a human kill on an animal. With training, you can shoot 500 yards iron sights. All right. All right. All right, so I'm almost, man, you guys are still rolling in here. All right, so Delta Bass, like I said, I'll read a few more of these guys, but we have Delta Bass says, in one way or another, most of us want the edge. I upgraded electronics and added lithiums this summer, so one way or another, we want the technology. Byron Jeffrey says, only had 4 for 9.5 pounds. All right, so that's a decent bag on Russell. I mean, if you had one more, yeah, so that's a decent bag on there, and you got 4th place with it. All right, missed a few that I think live imaging could have helped with. The 4-pounders were live scope trolling out of the pocket, fishing shallow, 14 pounds one. Yeah, so that's a decent bag for that lake. All right, then we have Al Smalls. What is going on? Glad to see you in the live stream. Good evening, y'all. Just got on. What did I miss? Goodness, Al. Man, how you gonna come on 2 hours? Well, let me see. Yeah, 2 hours later saying, what did you miss? Everything. All right. So yeah, you got to go back and rewatch it, man. It was a good one. Would have loved to have you in here so you could have hopped in, especially when we were talking about the world being round versus the world being flat. I think that was good, guys. I think some guys were surprised on that, but just didn't put it in the chat. All right, then the Mass Bastard has hopped in. He says, Castle Dine explained a question to the attorney staff about digging a personal pool off the lake. I believe the staff replied that it would not be against the rules. Yeah, guys. So listen, you have to check out this video that I did. Put in, let me just hold on. Let me pull this up real quick because I want you guys to see that video. Hold on 1 second. So I did a video. Some of you guys may have seen it. Let's see. What was it? Typing it in here real quick. MoneyBass and Castle. I keep pronouncing his name wrong. Castledine. All right, yeah. So if you just search MoneyBass, Castledine, and you will see a clip. It's like 8 minutes long. There's a clip from the live stream that I did. So that live stream and that video clip, man, they're good. Those are some good topics on that one. So yeah, definitely check that out. All right, Cody says, Delta Bass, I'm all about the electronics. I think this stuff is cool. I'd have it if I had a boat, but I don't agree with it being in tournaments. There should be 2 separate tournament classes at any level. So are you saying you don't agree with it being in tournaments, or are you saying you agree with it being in a separate tournament? So basically, since we already have the tournament set up that allow it, there would need to be another one created that does not use electronics. Is that kind of what you're saying? Because really the way that I'm hearing it put out there is the industry, the way that it is that allows it. People are trying to change that. They don't want it allowed in the current industry, as opposed to like someone that may say, I don't want you guys fishing out of boats with gas motors on it. I want you fishing out of kayaks. They did not try to change that industry, the existing industry. They created a kayak industry. So I'm just wondering if that's what you're saying, or are you saying to change the current industry? All right, then Harry says Jacob Wheeler would still be a huge player in my opinion. But as we can see, there are people that are saying you take his electronics away that he would drop off. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know about that one. All right, so even if you were to ban tournaments at a huge socioeconomic cost, you're at best saving 2% of all bass caught with almost no effect on the other 98%. So this is negligible to the population as well. Look at Stephen out there getting technical with things. All right, then Randy Robertson. All right, want to give a shout out. I think you're a member of the Patreon too. So I know you're definitely a subscriber and longtime supporter of the channel. Really appreciate you supporting the channel. Actually, there's somebody I think that has your same last name. Maybe that's what it was. Those who think the Mega Live is too high tech should turn in their high-speed access for dial up. All right. Let me see. All right, guys, let me see. I'm rolling. So Stephen says, based on Kentucky Lake article by Wired to Fish. All right. Look at Stephen out there reading some articles, putting out some good information. Darren says, I don't know if you guys know, but in saltwater fishing, some of that units can mark a fish like a waypoint and follow that fish no matter where it goes. Very interesting. Randy says, problem is folks just can't separate rules from recreation. Professional / for fun is totally different. I agree with that. Let me see. My opinion says live just makes a guy like Wheeler more efficient. He will find every brush pile and rock with side imaging and down imaging. And I kind of agree with that. I wouldn't say every, but that is pretty much the way that I used to do things. I mean, I just got live imaging this year, guys. So whenever you're watching my videos and you're seeing me out there catching those fish, the majority of that stuff that I was doing was without me having live imaging. So yeah. I mean, I can see how it can be done without live imaging. All right. C219 Troll says, good live. I'm studying maps of Lake Jordan so we can cash a check. All right. Out there cashing checks. I'm pretty sure you'll get another one. You're out there doing your thing on those lakes. Edward Ragsdale Fishing says, next tournament for me is Kiowee in January. All right. Yeah, I've never been there, but a friend of mine, he hits that lake all the time. One of his favorite lakes. All right. Then Joseph, member of the money team. Anybody interested in supporting and joining the channel, please click the join button down below. It will give you that information that you need and just let you know what it means to be a member of the money team and how to support the channel. All right. So Randy, your point exactly. Don't hate the player, hate the game. All right. Then we have Stephen Walden says, so Randy's assumption that livescope would ruin bass population is truly off based on this article / study. So that is kind of a point that I was trying to make with the beginning of the live stream, with the world being round versus the world being flat. It's like, which side are you really on? And maybe you're on one side of it, but actually based on technology and information that is out there, well, based on information, you may be on the opposite side, because is what you're saying about the fish population, what is that based on? All right. Then Randy says, then they need to create separate tournaments for different rules. All right. So I mean, I think they pretty much do that. I think they have different tournaments with different rules in it. It just seems as though people don't like the rules of the tournaments that exist and are trying to change the existing tournaments. All right. Let's see. Where else were we at? All right. Did I read that one right there? All right. Harry, I don't know about that comment. He has struggled on lakes where live sonar is less of a player. All right. And we have Cody says, yeah, either take it away completely or open another class, an open class and a limited class. The guys who compete with electronics could even take them off and fish the other trail too. All right. So either take it away completely or open another class. So why would they change the existing instead of just creating a new? Because when you're saying, yeah, either take it away completely or open another class, why not leave it existing and just create the other class, an open class and a limited class? All right. Then we have Joseph, member of the money team. He says, great suggestion, Cody. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing that I was wondering, Cody. All right. And then let's see. Cody says, I think it's too new to be able to tell whether it hurts the fish population or not yet. So live imaging, and it seems like it has become more of a hot topic this year than ever before. But hasn't livescope been out for like 4 or 5 years or longer? Does anybody that's running livescope, how long have you had that? Because the way that the conversations go right now, it kind of gives the impression that it is something that is new, when livescope has been out for a minute, I believe, because this is 2022 and I know it was out before 2020. So it's been out for some years, but to me, it seems like people are talking about it in a way that makes it seem like it is something that is more recent than what it actually is. All right. And Delta Bass says, if they did separate tournaments, I would like to see the guys fish with and without, to see how a single pro would do. That would be super interesting. All right. So there we go, guys. All right. So everybody has put it out there. Did anybody change their opinion? Anybody see anything a little bit different? Pretty interesting. But I know you guys agree with Randy that it's all about money. Just don't want to say it. All right. So we have 914 products. What's going on? Have somebody new stepping in. All right. Scott Martin was one of the first to use it in bass fishing. So how long ago was that? How long ago did people start using livescope, guys? Because I think it's been out longer than a lot of people actually think. So they're thinking that it is something that has just, started crushing it like this year or so, but it's been out for a while. I'm running Humminbird Mega Live, and I know I just got that this year. And people seem to think, even whenever I'm talking to them about live imaging and things like that, and the people that I actually compete against, they are under the impression that I've had it way longer than what I've had. But I was actually getting the results that I was getting was just using sonar. I was using the RTS window, which is the real-time sonar. So it's live imaging on the sonar screen. That is what I was using before. I was not using what people call live imaging now, which is the Mega Live system. All right, so we have Ballsy Baits checking back in. Just saw a fishing video of guys using an underwater camera drone to catch fish. I think I'm going to do that next tournament. Hey, man. No! I don't know if you can be out there underwater droning. Unless it's an underwater drone tournament. Those may be coming up. All right, so Delta Bass says, nope, world still round. All right. I mean, you were here for the beginning of this thing. How do you know this world is round? There's some people in here that was saying, they was dropping some info, letting you know that the world is flat. And the other thing is,
yes, sir.
They were dead serious. All right. And 914 products. Just because you have it doesn't mean you can catch the fish. That is the truth, guys. All right, guys. So we have been running for 2 hours and 6 minutes. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wind it down, but I really appreciate everybody for joining in, tuning into the live stream. Had a great time with you guys. And let me just check one other thing over here. All right, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and close it down, guys. Make sure you please hit the like button on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Just let me take a quick look and see how we are looking on the likes. All right. So we're looking good on the likes, guys. Just go ahead. If you did not already hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I have the merch down below. I have the membership set up. So you guys that were asking about the membership, all of that good stuff is set up. If anybody wants to reach out to me, you can hit me on my Instagram. I did put that. It is located in the description. And special shout out to the Mass Bastard, and another special shout out to N Allen 007RX for sponsoring tonight's live stream. All right, guys, I had a great time. Make sure you guys tune back in next week, and also videos that will be dropping throughout the week. Make sure you keep an eye on those. All right, guys, I appreciate the support of the channel, and I will see you on the next video.